Now let's go into a bit more detail about your role to bring that to life. So can you give me a sense of the mission of your role in the context of that transformation at Endeavour? Or perhaps rephrase, what does success look like in your role as a senior product manager in the next 6 to 12 months?
Yeah, I think, Tim, the role of a product manager starting to join data and analytics teams, right, is a transition in itself, because product managers are fundamentally a conduit between business, customers, and technology.
Yep.
Right. Our job is to prioritize at size and identify first, prioritize and size the opportunities that present themselves to the business. 5 years ago, right, we weren't doing that in data and analytics. Data and analytics was about insights. It was about, okay, there was data science happening, but it wasn't connected in the same way as it needs to be to customer outcomes and benefits, making real change, right, in ways that matter. And I think that's what my role is at Endeavour, right? Okay. It is to bring those things together and make sure that we have all the information we need and we understand the customer problem that we're trying to solve. Mm-hmm. And then that gives the teams, our squads, the freedom to operate within that, right? It's not my job to, and I certainly don't, look over other people's shoulders or challenge the solution or design that the team comes up with. Because if I've done my job well and they really understand why we're doing this thing, then they have the freedom to go and choose the tools, put the team together they need, the resources, and just really execute it at excellence that we need them to.
And the measure of success, either of your input or the squad's, your output or the squad's output, etc.
Right.
Is that predominantly qualitative, quantitative, a combination?
It has to be a combination. And here's the problem, I guess, of big business sometimes gets distracted and hyper-focused on acronyms like EBIT and profit and obviously these things are critical, right?
Yes.
But especially in a business like ours, you're talking about real customer moments and experiences that they have, right? So you can't track the performance of any of our teams based on whether or not they cut $100 million out of the business or not, because you have to look at the experiences that changed. And that means that we have to measure ourselves on not only quantitative, but also qualitative. How do customers feel when they come into one of our stores? Are they coming into our stores again? Great, I can save $100 million tomorrow by putting the price of everything up by $5, right?
Yes. Yep.
It'll run us into the ground very quickly. It's very easy to manipulate those kind of metrics. So I think as a product person, right, it's making sure that we're measuring those metrics that actually matter and that actually are going to move our business forwards in a meaningful way with our customers.